students, welcome to today's maths class. So last day we discussed about chapter 3 and we wrote on test paper. So many students got good mark. So today we will learn about, we will discuss about chapter 4. Clear? Yes. So from that chapter, important points. So first one, what is a point? Isn't it? Yes. Say the answer. Yes, point determines a location. It represented using tiny dots, isn't it? So, from the line A, B, C, D. Say the points. Yes. Then these points always you represent using capital letters only. Understand? Point A, point B, point C, point D, etc. Next one. What is a line segment? Line segment means distance between any two points. Distance between any two points. That is distance between any two points. P, Q. So this is line segment PQ. It has two endpoints. Understand? Yes. Next, what is a line? A line segment extends in both directions. That is, this is PQ and this extends in both directions. That is, this is line PQ. A line has no endpoints. Understand? Yes. So, next one question. A, B, C, D. From the figure, identify the points. Say the answer. Point A, point B, point C, point D. Then, say the line segments. Yes. AB, comma BC, then CD, then AC, then BD, etc. So many are there. Clear? Next, line say AD, then AB to extend both direction. Then these are lines. Then AC, etc. Clear? Yes. Next, what is ray? Ray is starting from a fixed point and one direction. Yes. Here on annual mark, isn't it? This is ray PQ. This is representation of ray PQ. Understand? Yes. So from the figure, X, Y, Z. Say the rays. Yes. Rays are X, Y, comma, X, Z. Understand? So these are point, line segment and ray. Now what is the difference between intersecting lines and parallel lines? So must study the definition. Two distinct lines meeting at a point are called intersecting lines. Two distinct lines meeting at a point are called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. Understand? Yes. Then next, what is parallel lines? If any two lines are parallel, they do not meet. That lines are called parallel lines. So intersecting lines intersect at a point, but parallel lines do not meet. These are the difference between intersecting and parallel lines. What is the polygon? Polygon is a simple closed curve made up of only line segments. Once more, polygon, it is a simple closed curve made up of line segments. Example, three-sided polygon is called triangle, four-sided quadrilateral, five-sided pentagon, six-sided hexagon and eight-sided octagon. These are we studied. Understand? Yes. So, in a triangle, say the sides are, that is PQR. Sides are the line segments are the sides, that is PQ, QR and RP are the sides. Say the angles, angle P, angle Q and angle R, or we can say PQR, QRP, RPQ, both are same. Clear? Then in a triangle how many sides? Three sides. In a triangle how many vertices? Three vertices. And how many angles? 3. Vertices are point P, point Q and point R. Understand? Yes. So any two sides with a common end point are called adjacent sides. Say adjacent sides PQ, QR, QR, RP, RP, PQ. Understand? Next, the meeting point of a pair of sides is called a vertex. Meeting point of pair of sides is called a vertex, PQR. Next, the end points of the same side, that is all called vertices. That is the plural form. Next, join of any two adjacent vertices is called diagonal. Here notice that is next term. What is quadrilateral? Four-sided polygon is called a quadrilateral. Understand? So from the quadrilateral, the line segments are called sides. The line segments are called sides. P, Q, R, S. PQ, QR, RS, SP are called the sides. Understand? Adjacent sides. That is PQ, QR, QR, RS, SP, SP and PQ. Adjacent sides. Then say the vertices. P, Q, R and S are called vertices. Say the angles. We can say simply angle P, angle Q, angle R and angle S. Then adjacent vertices, what are they? P, Q, Q, R, R, S and S, P, etc. Then what is diagonal? Diagonal means join of any two adjacent vertices is called a diagonal. That is, these are diagonals. That is P, R and QS are called diagonals. From the figure, two diagonals are P, R and QS are called diagonals. What is angle? Say the definition of angle. Yes, angle is made up of two rays starting from a common end point. Angle. That is example. Angle. Two rays starting from a common end point. So, P, Q and R. This is angle. How we can represent angle PQR? Understand? Yes. So, an angle has two, then here we can put A and here B. Then, an angle has three common parts. Interior angle, exterior of the angle, on the angle. Here point A is in the interior of angle RPQ. Understand? Point A is in the interior of RPQ and point B is in the exterior portion. Exterior. Then I put here another point C. C is on the point. That is on angle RPQ. Understand? So these are the important points. Then from the triangle PQR, I put here point A and point B and point C. Here also point A is in interior, point B is in exterior and point C is on the triangle. So these are the three important parts from the here angle and triangle. Understand? Yes. Figure identify the following points. So first question. In the interior of, first question, in the interior of angle CBD. Angle CBD. Say the answer. In the interior of CBD. Say the answer. Point P. Point P. Second question. In the exterior of angle CBD. In the exterior. Say the one point. That is point CBD. That is exterior means outside. One point is there. Which point? That is point L. Next I put here one point Q. Then 3. In the interior of angle CBA. That is CBA. In the interior. Say the point. Point Q. Understand? Once more. From CBD. interior point is point P. From CBD, exterior point here, point L. Understand? Next, another one in CBA, interior point, point Q. Any one point say. Understand? Yes. Next question. From PQR, angle PQR, point S is in dash position. Dash position. That is on. Understand? Point is in O. On. Clear? Yes. Next, we studied about that circle. Say the definition of circle. Yes. Circle is the path of point moving at the same distance from the fixed point. Understand? Yes. So first, listen. Draw a circle and label or mark important points. That is circle, segment, you know, chord, diameter, etc. So from the circle, first I see, this is known as center of the circle. Point C is the center, equal point C. Understand? Then distance between the center and the point on the circle, that is known as radius. That is here A. That is CA is called radius. Understand? Next, I draw on here, that is, yes, this longest line segment, that is PQ, that is known as diameter. That is PQ. Then diameter is a chord, or diameter is the longest chord passing through the center of the circle. Then what is chord? Distance between any 2 points on the circle is called chord. So we can draw another chord here. Listen, this is another chord. EF. Distance between any 2 points on the, that is, chord of a circle is a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle, and the diameter is the longest chord passing through the center of the circle. Then diameter is divided into 2 equal parts. Diameter is divides the circle into 2 equal parts. Then each one is called semicircle. Understand? 2 semicircles we can. Understand? Yes. Next important, what is sector? What is sector? Sector means, listen, sector. So this portion is called sector. Then we can represent R. P, C, then R. This portion we can represent P, C, R. Then say the definition of a sector. So sector is the region in the interior of a circle enclosed by an arc on one side and pair of radii on the other 2 sides. This is known as sector of the circle. So this portion is called sector. Understand? Then what is segment? Segment is this portion. So this is chord and this is this portion, that is EF. This portion is known as segment. Understand? This is known as segment. So segment of a circle in the region is a region in the interior of a circle enclosed by an arc and a chord. Clear? Segment is the interior of a circle. Then region interior of the circle enclosed by an arc and a chord. This is known as chord. This is arc. This is known as segment. So this is center of the circle. Next, radius here. Then longest chord passing through the center of the circle is called diameter. Diameter of a circle is divided into 2 equal parts. Then each one is called semicircle of the circle. Then this portion is called sector and this is known as segment. Then this is known as arc, this portion, or this also another arc. Understand? So all of you, all the students must study all the exercise and do the revision questions also. Understand? Yes. So we can go to last topic, remaining portion, addition of integers. Very simple topic. Next one, addition of integers. So we can start. So first of all, we can study about addition of two positive integers. When we add two positive integers, addition of two positive integers. Then listen, when we add two positive integers, we get a positive integer. We get a positive integer. Example. So this is plus 10 or positive. That is both are same. Understand? Both meaning are same. This is plus 10. Yes. 10 plus 8. This is also plus 8. That answer 18. Understand? Next. 25 plus 25. These are both positive numbers or positive integers. These are 50. Yes. Then 100 plus 26. That is 126. So, say the definition, that is when addition of positive integers, two positive means when two positive integers are added, we get the positive integer. All of you understand? Yes. So, we can go to next one. Addition of two negative integers. Addition of two negative integers. Negative integers. Listen. Example. Minus 10. You must represent the symbol minus. Minus 10 plus minus 5, that equal. Here both numbers are negative numbers. When we add two negative integers, we add the same numbers, that is 10 plus 5, and you must put minus symbol, that is minus 15. Clear? Must put the symbol minus. Next question. Then 2. Minus 20 plus minus 13. Say the answer. Say the answer. 20 plus 10 equal 30. Yes, 30. That is 20 plus 10. That equal 30. Which symbol? Minus symbol. Clear? Next question. Minus 50 plus minus 25. Say, when we add two negative integers, that is 50 plus 25, that equals 75. Then which symbol we want to put? Minus, negative symbol, that is minus 75. Clear? Then you will say the answer. Next one. Minus 46 plus minus 30. Say 46 plus 30, that equal 76. And put which symbol? Yes, negative symbol, minus 76. All of you understand? So once more, when we add two positive integers, we get a positive integer. When we add two negative integers, we get a negative symbol. Understand? Negative number. Addition of integers on a number line. So we can represent the addition of integers on the number line also. We already studied about number line. Yes. So first question, 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5. So first we want to draw the number line of that integers number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8. Understand? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. So 3 plus 5. So you want to start from first 3 division. So starting from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 3 division. Understand? Then how many division? 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 to 5. Understand? So total 3 plus 5 that equal here 3. Then here 5 that equal last number is 8. So 3 plus 5 equal 8. Understand? Yes. Next question. Next one. 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2. So first we want to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc. 4 plus 2. Say yes. 0 to 4. 4 division. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from there how many division? 2 division. 1, 2, 4 to 2 division. So here 4 division, then here 2 division. The last number here we got 6. So 4 plus 2 equal 6. All of you understand? Yes. Next question. Minus 3 and minus 5. So without number line we know that minus 3 plus minus 5. When we add two negative integers we get a negative integer. So here first draw the number line. Listen. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. Understand? Yes. So first we starting from where? 0. Then 3 division, negative symbol. So negative integers. Clear? So then 0 to 3. That equal from 0 to 3. 3 division. Understand? Next from 10, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then therefore, so here 3 and then 5. That equal minus 3 plus minus 5. That equal minus 6. All of you understand? Yes. So next question. Minus 2 and minus 4. So we can represent using number line. Listen. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and minus 7. Say starting from 0. 0. How many division? 2. 1, 2. So 0. This is minus 2. Next. Then from 4 division. 1, 2, 3, 4. So minus 2, then minus 4 division. So minus 2, 0, 2, minus 2, here 2, then here 4 and here negative numbers. Clear? So we must put the negative symbol also. Understand? Yes, that equal minus 2 plus minus 4 equal minus 6. Understand? Yes.
Let us look at a few examples. Example 1. Add positive 5 plus positive 3. Firstly, start from 0 and move 5 places to the right. We reach positive 5. Now, move 3 places to the right from positive 5 and reach positive 8. Look, we found the answer. Yes, it is positive 8. Hence, positive 5 plus positive 3 is equal to positive 8. Example 2. Find negative 5 plus negative 4. Start from 0 and move 5 places to the left, that is in the negative direction. We reach negative 5. Now, on moving another 4 places to the left from negative 5, we reach negative 9. Hence, negative 5 plus negative 4 is equal to negative 9.
Topic. Given one positive integer and one negative integer, then their addition. Once more, one positive number and one negative. Then we want to find the sum of that numbers. Example, listen. -8 plus 2. Here the symbol is minus, negative, and negative symbol, and here positive symbol. Understand? So here negative, then 8, then here positive 8. Understand? Yes. So how we can do? So very simple. First, you don't want to look here, there. So then first you want to check which is the greatest number. Avoid that sign. Don't want to hear sign. 8 and 2. Which is greatest? 8. Understand? Yes. So first one. One positive and one negative integers are added. We subtract them as whole numbers. So you want to take only whole numbers. No, don't want to take this negative symbol. You must take only 8 and then 2 whole numbers. By considering the numbers without their sign. Understand? Don't want to take this sign. Then put the sign of the bigger number with the subtraction obtained. Then that means we want to subtract one positive and one negative. You avoid that negative symbol. Subtract from greatest and smallest number. 8 minus 2 equal 6. And the bigger integer is decided by ignoring the signs of the integers. That is, first you will check which is the greatest number. That is, 8 is the greatest number. Then which symbol is there? That is, they were here negative symbol. So we want to put there negative. That is, -6 is the answer. Understand? Once more, from the question here, -8 and +2. First you take the greatest number 8, then subtract from greatest number, then smallest number. 8 minus 2 equals 6. Then you must put which symbol? Negative symbol. Understand? This is the rule using one positive and one negative number. So next we can do some problems based on one positive and one negative integer. Yes. So how we can do? Yes. First, subtract from greatest number minus smallest number, and you will put greatest number symbol. This only. Subtract from greatest number minus smallest number. Then which symbol we want to put? Greatest number symbol. Clear? Yes. We can do 9 plus 6. Say the answer. 9 minus 6 equal 3. Then which number is greatest? 9 is greatest. So we can put plus or 3. That is equal. Next. 11 plus minus 7. Subtract 11 minus 7. That equal 4. Then which number is here greatest? 11. Which symbol? Plus. So 4. Understand? Next. Minus 10 plus 19. 19 minus 10. That equal 9. Then which number is greatest? 19. So we want to put positive symbol. Okay. Clear? Yes. Next. Minus 250 plus 150. Say which is the greatest number? 250 is the greatest. 250 minus 150. Answer, say 100. Then which symbol we want to put? Negative. What is the reason? 250 is the greatest here. Here symbol negative. Then minus 7 plus 8. Subtract from greatest number minus smallest number. 8. Then minus 7 equal 1. Which is the greatest number here? 8. So we want to put positive symbol. Plus symbol. Yes. We can put or no problem. Next. 13 and minus 9. Say the answer. 13 minus 9. That equal 4. And which is the greatest number? 13. Which symbol is there? Plus. So answer plus 4. So once more, one positive and one negative we subtract from greatest number minus smallest number. Then which symbol we want to put? Greatest number symbol we can put there. Understand? Section. So we can remember about that given rules. When we add two positive integers, we get a positive integer. When we add two negative integers, we get the negative integer. Next, you know that one. One positive and one negative means subtract from greatest number minus smallest number, and then which symbol we want to put? Yes, bigger number symbol you want to put. Clear? So we can do? Yes. First question, 20 plus 30. Say the answer. Yes, simple. When we add two positive integers, we get a positive integer 50. Okay? Yes. Next. Minus 64 plus minus 10. Say, when we add two negative integers, that is, so listen, plus, then plus equal plus, positive plus positive. Negative plus negative equal negative. Understand? Yes. That is minus 64 plus minus 10. That equal, say and put minus symbol plus. Minus. Clear? Next. One positive and one negative. That is subtraction. 60 minus 6 equal 10. Then which symbol? Minus symbol. Understand? Next. Minus 80 plus 40. 80 minus 40. That equal 40. Then which symbol we put? Negative. Next. One positive, one negative. Subtraction. 150 minus 100 equal 50. And which symbol we want to put? Here, which is the greatest number? Yes, 150. Therefore, minus. Next. When we add two negative integers, we get the negative integer. That equal minus 20 plus minus 10 equal minus 30. All of you understand? Yes. So your portion in terminal examination, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then in first midterm examination, we that 1 and 2 over. Then I given again chapter 3. Then the chapter 4 revision I given. Then chapter 5 next class I will give. Understand? All the students must study these 5 chapters. Then do the revision questions and notebook, textbook exercise questions also. Clear? Yes. Next, then all of you must study and do the questions. Thank you. Have a great day.